Hi guys! Welcome back to Dream Daddy! And where we left off, we were totally going to fix Cass's hair for some freaking reason. Alright! I'm your captain, and we are going to go back on our date with the main man himself, Robert. Here we go. Look at him. Look at his beautiful face. His rugged, gorgeous face. Anyway, I'm gonna stop googling words at him. So, you know what they say about third dates? They're pretty serious. Are you sure this is your dream, Daddy? I'm sure. I can't commit. Oh no! Is he my dream daddy? Yes, he is. I'm sure. I'm sure. I've never been more sure in my life. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I genuinely do like Robert. I think he's a really cool guy. So, I'm excited. If y'all have played, like, if you guys haven't played, who would you pick? I'm actually kind of curious if you guys haven't played it yet. Wow, it's not responding now. Oh, there it goes. I haven't spoken to Robert since the night we drove out to his thinking spot. He seemed unusually somber then. Like, more so than usual amount of somber than Robert is. Which is already a lot. I've been thinking about him and hope he's doing okay, and I've been a little reluctant to reach out to him. Derek. Hey, Derek. Guess who's getting their drink on tonight? I look at my dad book messages. There's a flurry of them from Robert. Guess it's you. Also me, but mostly you. I type back to Robert. Robert, buddy, tonight we ride. Yes. Meet me at Jim and Kim's at 8 p.m. Not that I'm unappreciative, but I think this is the first time that Robert's given me more than an hour's warning before hanging out. Amanda! Amanda pops her head into the hallway. Music I don't recognize blaring from her room. What's up? I'm hanging out with Robert later tonight. Okay, cool. Robert, who's my friend? I have friends. I'm happy for you, Dad. Don't be weird. People enjoy my company, Amanda. Dad, I'm so happy for you continued development as a human being. What are you listening to? Sad shit. Amanda, language. What would Grandma think? I don't give a fuck anymore. Amanda, You know what? You're an adult now. I give it an earnest effort for all 18 years of your life. Go forth and swear. Fuck yeah! I really hope Achievement unlock, let Amanda say censored. I'm so proud. I really hope I don't regret this later. You won't. Amanda goes back to her room and turns up the volume to her sad shit. It's probably Fall Out Boy. Or My Chemical Romance. I put on my going out coat and walk over to Jim and Kim's. I spot Robert leaning against the brick wall smoking a cigarette. As I get closer, I realize that he looks a little different. Cleaner, I guess. It actually seems like he's combed his hair and his clothes are less wrinkled than usual. Hey. Take a shower just for me? I'm working on my relationship with existence. We both stand there for a second and don't say anything. Howard finishes his cigarette and abruptly goes inside. I follow him. God, he's so cute. By the time I get inside, Robert's already at the bar ordering 2 whiskeys. I spot a booth in the back and claim it for us. Robert slides in and hands me a glass. To you. To us. To... toast. God, A toast. Love you, warm bread. We clink whiskeys. I watch him sip his, rather than his traditional approach of slamming the whiskey back as quickly as possible. So what's the plan for tonight? Hit some other bars, maybe grab some pizza. I think that'll kill some time before we go burn down the old abandoned house in the woods. It's definitely not as fun as if it's abandoned. Ray pops over the back of the booth, a glass of wine in her hand. She punches Robert in the shoulder. Where was my phone call? Sorry, figured you were busy sinking your teeth into some poor sap. I am. He's right there. I look over the booth and see a guy sitting across from her. He waves meekly. You replace me with the new kid? Mary, I could never replace you, whether I want to or not. Mary leaves her booth and slides next to Robert. The guy she was sitting with looks mildly relieved. She eyes Robert's clean pressed clothes up and down suspiciously. What? Do you got a court date coming up? He does. He looks handsome. He'd never convince the jury. He would have to shave first. Oh, he loved that! Seriously though, what's up with you? Robert stares down at his drink, suddenly looking serious. It's Pappy. Doctor says it's cirrhosis of the liver. I told that old bag of bones to quit it with the sauce. But it's all he's ever known, especially since Ma's gone. That's why I invited you out tonight. Just didn't want to be alone. Oh, come on. Derek, don't be an asshole. You know one thing Robert doesn't joke around about is his Pappy. Oops. They're giving him 2 months. I gotta help him straighten out his affairs. Robert, I'm so sorry. Robert takes a long look at his whiskey, eyeing it at the dim glow of the bar lights. I look at his life, and I look at mine. I know history is just doomed to repeat itself. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. He's retired with his new girlfriend, Acapulco. They watch the sunset every night. Probably screw like donkeys. Wait, aren't rabbits the one who screw a lot? No, sorry, didn't realize you were an expert on which animals screw a lot.
Come on.
Can you stop saying the word screw? Robert finishes his drink and slides away from him. He gets up out of the booth. Me and Derek are gonna hit the bricks. You come with? Mary casts a long glance at the sad sap she's been hunting and down the rest for wine and more gold. This place is dead anyways.
Ah.
That sounded weird. Sounded so weird. We exit the bar and find a typical empty street filled with a small crowd of people. At the front is a guy with really deliberate attitude and bad posture. He carries a lantern and shines up at his face for a dramatic effect. What's going on? Looks like it's one of those walking ghost tours. They do that in this part of town all the time. I've always wanted to do one of those. You know all the stories are fake, right? Pretty much all of my stories are fake. This is research. Robert makes a beeline towards the back of the group. He turns around when he notices I'm not following him. Come on! We can't just crash it, can we? Don't be such a square, Derek. Act like you belong. Robert slides up in the group. I reluctantly fall into step behind him. Well, here goes nothing. Hey! It was in this place in 1694 that the most infamous witch trials were held. To date, we don't know if the people burned at the stake were actually witches, but it is widely reported that their ghosts still haunt this hapless dive bar to this very day. It was actually 1692.
Whoa.
What? And the site was over by the coffee shop down the road. I'm sorry, who are you? Daniel McScroogies, ghost historian. And this is my colleague, Dr. 80s reference, 90s reference, down contemporary reference. Crap. Oh no. 80s? Oh, he left that, okay. Dr. Loomis, paranormal investigator extraordinaire. We're touring America's most haunted locations as research for our new book. You may have seen our guest cameo on Paranormal House Hunters Extreme Edition. A couple of people in the group start nodding. Man, Robert's good at this. Are you guys part of the group? I don't remember seeing you at the first stop. We like to keep a low profile, easier to catch ghosts that way. They've definitely been here. Been standing next to them the whole time. Thank you, random lady who I do not know. As I was saying, the epicenter of paranormal activity can be found at the Coffee Spoon, over there. The man who runs it has been plagued by hauntings since the signed lease. Damn near driven him mad. But whatever you want to say is cool, I guess. It's your tour. Man, didn't know that about Matt. Wait, Robert's making this up. The rest of the tour group listens intently to Robert's every word. I think the tour group can tell that he's losing the group. The tour guide can tell that he's losing the group. He seems to be getting flustered. Thank you for your contribution and knowledge, Mr. McScroogies. Let's move on to the next haunted location. Robert, Mary, and I follow the group down the street. The tour guide sure is cool. Yeah, everyone in the group gets one and we make it to the final location. I turn to Robert and grab him by the shoulders. I need that t-shirt. Well, guess what? Guess we're in this for the long haul then. Just follow my lead. Don't arouse too much suspicion and we'll have cool ghost shirts in no time. This is going to be very anxious-inducing. Our group arrives at an old, decrepit colonial-style house.
Alright!
A quick pause of the tour. My name is Quinn, but most people on the ghost tour circuit call me Tour Master Quinn. I'm DJ, Trivia Master, and part-time actor.
Hey!
I do private ghost hunting events, birthday parties, MC bar mitzvahs, and perform traditional vaudevillian mime work. Tour Master Quinn gives out headshots to all of us. His resume is on the back. Strange stage combat experience. Anyway, here's a little bit of history for you. This was a home of noted American author Dorothy Pembridge, whose prose was wildly popular in the late 19th century. It was in the attic of this very home where she wrote such classics as The Diaries of a Victorian Mistress, Lady Fitzwilliam's Courtship, and The Ghost of Sea Captain Reginald Barclay. She unfortunately died of consumption shortly after the turn of the century, but several people have reported that some of the lights you can see in the light from the attic, where some nights you can see a light from the attic, where the ghost of Miss Pembridge continues to work on her latest bestseller. I guess you could say that she was consumed by her work. Wow. No reaction from the crowd. This guy needs to work on his dad jokes.
Oh?
Actually, consumption is a popular cover-up. Little known fact is that it was a murder-suicide.
Alright!
I'm pretty sure she died of consumption. Sure. And we definitely didn't hire Stanley Kubrick to elaborately fake the moon landing. That's the watered-down censored version they teach you at school. But if you can't handle the real story, I understand. It's not for the faint of heart. Can we... I think everyone would much rather hear this world-renowned ghost historian has to say. Right, everyone? The group murmurs in agreement. This is a topic we cover extensively in our book, Dr. Loomis. Would you care to tell the story?
Hey!
Oh, great. 1 second. I'm going to have to think about this. Go with something I know, hire riff something highbrow, rely on amazing improv comedy skills. Well, shoot. Oh, he's smiling at me, I can't. Oh, so much pressure. Go with something I know, riff something highbrow. This is about a high Victorian lady, so... yes, though it's rarely covered in traditional textbooks, Dorothy Pembridge was caught in a fierce rivalry with fellow local author, Arthur Livingston Price. Arthur's books were blatant rip-offs of Pembridge's work and consistently sold better. Pembridge was enraged by this and confronted Livingston Price at his home with plans to end his life. Their bitter feud surprisingly blossomed to a torrid, passionate affair. After many months of secret courtship, Pembridge followed through with her original plan and poisoned Livingston Price in his sleep. Overcoming unexpected grief, Pembridge polished off the last of the poison and died by her lover's side. Reports say that the couples who enter the house will no doubt doom their relationship to a bitter end. He liked it! Man, I should bring my wife here. The entire tour group laughs heartily. I'm kidding, my wife is dead. Oh! The crowd gasped. She was killed by a ghost. The crowd gasped again. I'm just messing with you guys. Nervous chuckle ripples through the crowd. The tour guide sees it as this opportunity to take back the group and addresses us with some razzle-dazzle. Give him the old razzle-dazzle. Hey, what an interesting story. Now I just want everyone to know that the next location is extremely terrifying. If anyone thinks that they can't handle it, feel free to excuse yourselves. Alright, I'm bored. Mary turns to the young guy looking at his phone and taps him on the shoulder. Hey kid, fancy buying a gal a drink? The guy looks up at her and smiles. Only if the bar is haunted. Honey, I can show you the most haunted place in town. I think I can exorcise your demons, if that's what you're looking for. Don't write checks your dick can't cash, kid. I love her. Where has she been all my life? His eyes go wide. Mary salutes me and Robert. She suddenly pulls me into a hug and murmurs into my ear. When you've known Rob for as long as I have, you know when something's wrong. Keep an eye on him for me tonight, okay? Okay. Sure, Mary. Good man. Mary pats me on the back and pulls away. She takes the guy's hand and leads him down the street.
Hey!
Take it sleazy, fellas. God help that poor soul. Mary or the kid? Both.
Hey.
Our last stop, this burial ground is such a hotbed of horrifying paranormal activity that I'm not even sure where to begin. There's a wailing ghost of the Wharfman, the vampire of Maple Bay, the children of the moonlight. What about the Dover ghost? By this point, the tour guide is clearly irritated with us. What about it? Oh, nothing. I just think it would be a crime to come all this way out to the cemetery, the actual origin of one of the New England's most notorious paranormal entities, and not even mention the infamous Dover ghost. That's not a real thing. That is absolutely not a real thing. I think someone needs to brush up on their paranormal history. I know tons about paranormal history. I know every ghost story in this area. I can guarantee there's only one. There's one you don't know. Robert looks over at me and smiles. Would you folks care to hear the tale of how Loomis and I met?
That's the good stuff.
No. The entire crowd shushes the tour guide. Shh.
Sad Master Quill.
Oh, okay. Oh my god! Sorry, I just realized that's Brian from Game Grumps. And I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, sorry. Okay, fine. Tell the story. Well, it was a dark and stormy night. I wasn't always a paranormal investigator. Way back when I was just a Bible salesman, traveling grifter, carnival barker. Oh, he liked it. Moving from town to town, always looking for my next mark. It wasn't an easy life, but I had fun. Taking from the rich, giving to the poor. Actually, also taking from the poor. I had a shaky moral foundation. I happened upon a quiet town in Maple Bay, quite by accident, but little did I know this city has a dark side. Now, about the same time, I was just starting out as an apprentice and a rather famous ghost hunter who was an old family friend of mine. I carried the equipment, operated the EVP machine, all that. Wait. Yes? Who was the famous ghost hunter? Well, I don't like to name drop, but Georgia Mathers. Tora grew gas.
Hey!
Georgia Mathers? She's a legend. You know her? Knew her. Amazing woman. Died mysteriously. Miss you, Georgie. Anyway, we were in the Maple Bay investigating some reports of strange lights and sounds coming from the cemetery late at night. Now we had been warned by the old crypt keeper that this place was highly dangerous. But Georgia was never one to shy away from an adventure. We camped down the center of the cemetery for 3 nights straight. We endured your so-called wailing watchman. Wailing ghost of the Wharfman? Whatever. Your stupid vampire was just a teenager in a mask, but the Dover ghost. Man. Tell him, Loomis. So, there I was, just walking back to my hotel after a long day of selling Bibles, working a couple of short cons, running down... Classic pigeon drop scam. Putting out feelers for a rich deal. I was going to steal a baby. Probably would have made me rich. I found myself walking past this very cemetery. Now, I was never a very superstitious man, but something seemed off. I could hear some sort of commotion happening deep within the graveyard, and I felt compelled to investigate. And thank God you did. Georgia and I were conducting a seance in the mausoleum. At first, things were pretty normal, but after about an hour, everything went south. Playing back on the EVP meter, we were able to hear a single word. Run. The air suddenly went cold. Something was very, very wrong. I just knew we weren't alone. We started to hear this faint, distant scraping noise, like something being dragged across the ground. It got louder and louder until it was deafening, some kind of demented howl, and then I felt it. Something grabbing my ankle. Robert has the whole crowd hooked, line and sinker. You can hear a pin drop. I've only cried twice in my life. Once was the birth of my daughter. The other was when that thing started dragging me. I wasn't sure where it was taking me, but I knew it was no place I wanted to go. I was sure I was going to die. The moment I crossed the gate into the cemetery, I heard this god-awful screeching. I ran to the mausoleum just in time to see a man being pulled across the floor. By God! To this day, the mere thought of ties in my stomach into knots. It looked like a man, but I glanced at Robert. Like someone who didn't know what a man was supposed to look like. Tried to put one together. The arms were too long. Its eyes glowed red. It was like a walking shadow. What'd I do? What any good person would do? I lunged for... Shoot. What was his fake name again? Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm going to cut this one short. I can't remember. I am going to cheat. I am going to put that out there. I will cheat. So, yes, thank you so much, you guys, for watching. The finale of this story will be conducted in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. And please like and subscribe. Later.